Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today I actually wanted to do a little video on whether or not twin flames can actually avoid a Kundalini awakening. Now, in my previous videos, I have actually shared that one of the two ways you can reach inner union is either waiting for Kundalini or actually starting at the third eye, going inward and upward to experience inner union. So one may ask, if I can, reach that state via meditation, why must I still go through a Kundalini awakening? So this video is dedicated to kind of answer that question. To simply answer this question, no, twin flames cannot bypass a Kundalini awakening. In order for twins to actually come together and to experience inner union and outer union, they must go through a Kundalini awakening. And this is true for both twins in every circumstance. In case you're wondering, why is inner union through meditation not enough? Well, that's because twin flames were designed to go through an emotional, physical, and energetic reset, which is only possible through a Kundalini awakening. This is where you release all old trauma that is stored within your body, and you must heal each of your chakras, moving from the root going upward to the throat. Now, if you were going through a regular spiritual awakening or were just a seeker trying to open your third eye, you could still experience inner union and you do not need a Kundalini awakening. However, for twin flames, you must undergo this transformation. Now, there are a couple of different reasons why twin flames actually cannot avoid a Kundalini awakening. The first one is that in order for the twins to actually come together, they must go through an energetic transformation, balancing out their masculine and feminine energies, which is possible through a Kundalini awakening. Now, as this happens independently for each twin, they are able to experience the inner union first within themselves and then come together in a balanced state between the two twins. Now, the second reason that twins must actually go through Kundalini awakening is because as part of this transformation that you go through on a cellular level, you actually break down old lessons, trauma, and patterns, not just for yourself, but for your entire lineage, so that all of that now ends with you. Now, this is important because we actually learn through myofascial therapists who actually give treatments to their patients for releasing trauma that is held within your fascia. Fascia is a network of connectivity tissue that basically runs throughout your body, and we now learn that it actually has the ability to hold memory. Any old traumas that you go through that hasn't been resolved and hasn't been processed by your brain actually gets stored into your body, and you hold on to that. However, when you go through a Kundalini awakening, all of this gets uprooted and released. That is why we go through multiple phases of a transformation during a Kundalini awakening sometimes, because there is a lot to resolve, which is very different than other spiritual awakenings. Now, the third reason, which is actually an extension to what I was just mentioning as part of number 2, is that twin flames that are able to have children. Now, we know that we have twin flames that actually really come together into union in the later part of their ages, mostly after their late 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on and so forth. So a lot of twin flames actually are not able to have children together or don't plan to have children together. However, those that are at an age where they are still able to have children and do want to have children are actually able to give birth to children that are completely healed. They have no past traumas, no old unresolved emotions, because they're coming from two parents that are completely healed. Now, this is very important to understand, because as part of what we're moving towards in a cosmic cycle is the golden age. And so as these children come to be in the golden age, they are actually almost, coming from two parents that have hit the reset button on them, and their birth is meant to be very profound in terms of their states of consciousness that they carry, and also are born with a lot of gifts that they can now use towards, what they're meant to do as part of their divine purpose and mission in their life. I really hope this video was helpful to you in understanding why a Kundalini awakening is so crucial to the twin flame journey and to your twin flame union. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. God bless.